Good evening, everybody. We are back with the first round of the NASCAR Throwback Series tonight. We had the shootout last week. Everything went pretty well according to plan. But tonight is the start of the season, so we're gonna get things kicked off. Now, for those that watch the shootout, we already know how the field is set. It's set by finishing position. So we've got a few penalties and things of that nature that came out of that race. The 48 car, I believe, is at the back for the start tonight. I think, or maybe I'm wrong. It looks like it's backwards, or we're going to do EOLs off the start of this. So you'll see some guys move around, but we'll get some race info up on screen. Like I said, week one, 80 laps tonight for these guys. They've got one fast repair, and Dennis, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they've got 3 sets of tires?
They got 4, so they got 1 on the car, 3 on the wall.
There we go. It should be some good racing tonight. We've got a full field here, 27 drivers. We've got these guys gridding up as we speak. We'll go ahead and kick that off. And we even have we have a gentleman in the broadcast booth with us for the season. Dennis decided to jump up here with me, so we're gonna have some fun tonight, aren't we, Dennis?
Gonna try.
Gonna try. I'm gonna turn up your volume just a little bit because I had to do this with RJ the other day too. Yep, we got EOLs happening right now, so you'll see those guys roll into the back. So Josh Rock, I believe, or maybe it's Gary, is going to move to the front of the line here. I think it's Gary, actually. Phil, everybody likes hanging out up here with me. What are you talking about? All right, we'll get this done really quick because we got 80 laps, 27 drivers. Dennis, who you got? When's the first caution? How many cautions are we going to see tonight?
I'm hoping 0 cautions, but I think we're gonna get 1 within the first 5 laps. I'm gonna say probably lap 3.
All right, who you got for your winner tonight?
You know what? Since he hasn't been in the league for a minute, he took a season off. I'm gonna go Crown over.
That's a solid pick. I'm gonna throw out a controversial. I'm gonna go with the rookie, O'Brock Jr. there. He looked good in the test races. He looked good in the shootout. I'm thinking first caution, lap 5. We're gonna see 3 cautions in total. So
you're on the same wavelength as me. Is something's gonna happen early?
Yep, I think something's going to happen early. These guys are going to calm down. Pace car's going to duck off right now. Gary going to bring us to the line. We're going to get this thing started. And we're off and racing. I really need to fix the lights at the top. That's the one thing I forgot to pull off of this. But down the front stretch we go, 2x2. I expect we see a lot of 2x2 racing tonight. You know, I don't, if guys are being smart, like we said in the drivers meeting, you know, 80 laps, that's a long run. That's a long road to hoe here. So you've got to be smart. You can't push things too early to be there at the end. You are going to see the 11 car pit for a penalty from the shootout. So he'll peel off here in just a second, head down pit road and rejoin at the back of the pack here. But, ooh, Gary getting a little arrow loose up front. Kind of looked a little on the funky side.
A little on the funky side. Got Brock leading that outside lane.
Bunnell with him. And JD McHaley in the 22 car. It's weird seeing him in the 22. He doesn't have that Joey Logano persona, you know what I mean? Everybody's staying pretty single file so far.
Yeah, we'll see how these guys end up filing out, because it's going to be tempting. These things have such a big aero pull that it's going to be hard not to take the runs to the outside.
Right. I see Tyler drop down to the bottom, and he's going to try to
in front of him.
That's not a bad guy to have in front of you, I'll say that. Ooh, Gary out of line. He's down in the sucker hole now.
Yeah, I don't think he saw Benell drop in front of Tyler and kind of pushed Tyler into him. And
yeah. So we've got a little breakaway here. I don't think that's going to go for long, but...
No, these things have they put such a big hole in the air.
Although once they kind of break away, it is tough to get a lined up set of cars moving towards the front.
If you can get them single file, they'll catch them quick. But if they're side by side, it ain't gonna happen.
No, they're not going anywhere as we get through lap 4. And because we were talking about all this, we'll try and get a crank it up here on the next lap. And then that way we get everybody taken care of, because everybody likes that segment. So, but you know, the car's definitely a top lane car. So I'm not surprised to see Brock's lane with JD pushing that's moving forward and Benell's falling back. See a little
check up on the outside lane.
Little bit of excitement there in the back of the line. They get it all rolling again. We'll step aside. We'll crank this thing up. We'll let you guys hear these cars sing. Through lap number 6. I'm really liking the motion blur on these cameras. If we've got everything in the right spot, it kind of gives you that sense of speed a little bit. But we see Corns drop to the bottom lane in front of Benell, trying to lead a charge back up front.
Yeah, the outside lanes had a couple checkups, and that's something with this car that is, like I said, it's just so aero dependent. They punch such a big hole that everyone in line, you can hear. When I ran this for the qualifying race, I was on the brake more than the throttle.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's definitely a management race.
It really likes to suck up. Like once you get within that like 50-foot mark, all of a sudden it feels like the car's just on autopilot and headed for the bumper.
That, and it'll be interesting for like Brock and Corn right now. Brock's been leading the outside lane since the rip. Right. Everyone else is saving gas. So we'll see how much, who wants to be out front compared to who wants to be in the middle of these packs.
And I think that's the big thing, right? Like, because we are on limited fuel. So that does play a factor into it. I believe it was 75% fuel.
75.
So with 75% fuel, you're not going to make it, you know, the full length. Obviously, you weren't going to make it the full length before, because I think full length on 100% tank of fuel, it's like 38 laps with this car. So we're going to see probably 25 to 30, somewhere in there. The other thing to keep in mind too, because this car doesn't like to bump draft, the one thing that you've got to worry about is overheating the car, because once the temperature spikes, good luck, it goes bang.
Yep.
So
yeah, these things don't have that big of a radiator hole or
no
screen in the front of them, so they don't get a lot of air.
Oh no, I I see the 21. That was a solid checkup by Bowen there.
Yeah, he looked 3 and then backed out of it.
Yep. Bowen in the 21 Wood Brothers car.
They are coming up on Carter here.
Yeah. Carter's got nobody around to draft with. Pop ahead of him. And I do believe Pop had some computer issues getting in, so that was an issue. So I see we got Trey Andrews in the chat. Man, I ain't seen you in a hot minute. Just kind of looking through my stuff. What's up, Tyler? See, we've got Michelle in chat.
Able to pull that bottom lane to the lead, and then he jumps right up in front of Brock.
I told you that high lane's going to be the spot to be. I don't know if I want to necessarily be leading right now. I just, from a fuel saving standpoint, I don't think I want to be up front, but that's just me.
If my lane works its way up there and I end up out front, I'm leading my lap and then I'm dropping to the back.
Right.
As Brock goes back underneath Corn here, going into 3. He's going to clear him.
Yeah. For once, the bottom lane clears with authority, but I kind of wonder too, and I don't have any proof of this, if the less is more concept works better with this car. What I mean by that is, do 5 cars work better against a line of, say, 8 on that top lane? Or is it just a matter of Josh Brock pushing the loud pedal further than Corn is?
I think that was more of cutting the track. Corn had to run the higher lane around 3. He dropped it to the bottom. Less track he had to travel around, was able to take the momentum he had, just cut the track more.
Right, and that very well could be. Let's go off the nose. All right, we're gonna jump off the nose of Michael Brock here.
That bottom lane's falling apart.
You can hear Michael in and out of the gas. He's the rookie in this field, youngest competitor too, and doing a pretty solid job. Sitting there in about 7th position. So
Pop's going a lap down.
Oh! We're 3 wide. Pop's on the bottom, still green. Tyler got a little shuffled there when we had to go by the lap car.
That's
Brock, Bennell, Corn, McKaylee, Haller, Phipps, Brock Jr., Crown over, Griffin, and Vest, your top 10. I kind of want to look and see. It looks like that second pack is starting to close in on the lead pack. I'm going to actually check. I want to pull that up really quick.
Yeah, they're all single file.
The gap opened up for a little bit, but it looks like it's finally starting to drop off. So we'll see how that kind of goes as we go back to the front with Josh Brock leading the way. I think if these guys kind of stay 2x2 and they keep side drafting, I think that second pack has a real good shot to pull it back in. And it looks like they're going to pick up another car with diesel falling off the back of the front pack there. We see Phipps coming through in that Jimmy Johnson 48. Bennell going to drop it to the bottom right in front of him. And they're going to take off around Brock.
Yeah, Bennell pips and crown over 1, 2, 3 on that bottom lane. That's a strong lane to be in.
Yeah, it is. Benell, our champion from last season, so in that Dale Jr. 88 paint scheme. I'm kind of excited to see where these guys shift paint schemes and what they wind up pulling out of the closet come next week. Josh Brock back to the lead.
Yep, the top lane's still got just a little more momentum, but you see that bottom lane comes back in the corners.
Yeah, you see Josh Brock trying to side draft real hard.
3 wide in the middle of the pack.
I saw the 17 of Gabe Griffin. If I remember right, the 17. I know that's 17, not.
That'd be Stenhouse.
That's right. I was going to say, I know it's not Kenseth, because by then he was already in the Joe Gibbs car, wasn't he?
Correct. The 20 would be the Kenseth.
That's what I thought. Still clean racing through 16, though.
Starting to see that bottom lane be more active.
Yeah, they're starting to pick up.
On.
They're definitely picking up more momentum as Benell and Josh Brock side by side through the tri-oval. It's almost going to be a tie at the line. Brock going to take that one.
Behind them, it's 2x2 all the way back until you get to Sam, who's sitting 18th.
See, if it's me, I'd want to sit right about where Michael Brock and Gary Freeman are sitting. You're kind of in and out of the gas, but you're saving fuel.
Gary got a big check up there.
Yep, Korn drops it to the bottom around Josh Brock. Now remember, we got 3 sets of father-son duos in here. We've got the McHaleys in JD and Fatherball. We've got the Perazzis in Joe Jr. and Joe the Third, and we've got Michael and Josh Brock as well. Oh no!
There's a second into one.
It stays green. We stay green. Two by two down the back stretch. I'm gonna go take a look. We're gonna go take a look at this really quick. See what happens. I'm not sure if Pop's floated up there or what. Tyler with not a lot of damage, so that's good. Diesel went around in that too.
Quite a few people with meatballs out of that one.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's not as much damage as you think because of the way that the damage model works with this car, but I see in chat people wondering how that wasn't a caution. It's the way iRacing's going to throw it, so it's going to depend on what happens there. But a lot of guys spaced way out. Now Gary off the back of the pack.
Yeah, I think with everything that happened there, it all was off the racing surface. So
yeah, it looks like we've got the 14 coming back out. Mike McHaley was on pit road. We're going to see who else we've got. Looks like the 6 of Eric Cap. Pop on pit road as well. Josh Brock continues to lead that bottom lane. Sam was in that too.
Yeah, Sam was one of those that was meatballed, so he's already used his fast repair.
Yep. JD, the man leading the outside lane, he needs a little bit more help if they're going to get that outside lane going again. Gabe's going to leave a hole if JD wants it, but yep, JD slides right down into the bottom of that lane. Looks like we've got Pop coming off of pit road. The 6 car of Eric Cap's still on pit road. I don't know if he's trying to save a fast repair. Or if that
Well, with these guys pitting, if I was coming out, I'd at least take fuel and a fast repair. So that might change the strategy a little bit for them.
Right. One, as we've seen time and again, things can happen on pit stops. I mean, how often do we see somebody spin it on a pit stop at an official?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of things that could come into it. Last night in the Liberty Racing League, we saw guys get into it headed down pit road. So there's still a lot of things that can happen here that could change the tide of this race.
Speaking of things changing the tide of the race, you got well, Michael Brock there leading the outside lane, looking to go to the front.
I was gonna say, I think my pick's about to go around his dad unless Dad throws a block. He's trying like hell.
I'd say we're probably about 10 laps, if not sooner, for this front pack to start hitting pit road.
Yeah, I've got to wonder about Brock and Korn leading. They both led 2 lanes. They've been pushing pretty hard. Obviously, they're going to have less fuel than everybody else, so we'll see how that plays into the strategy here. See, I had a similar situation in this league last season where I got spun at Talladega, no caution. I was sideways in front of the whole field, and we went green flag the entire way. I never got to fix my damage, so not the hole you want to be in to start the season, but we've seen guys come back from worse, that's for sure. So, Diggs, to answer your question, yes, JD is playing Joey Logano. Maybe I'll try to get together a list with car images so everybody knows who's who. We'll put that up on screen at some point before broadcast starts. So, Josh Brock calling for pit. Who's going with him? You got the 18 and the
people coming in.
21 calling, but they're a ways back.
Yeah, they're in that second pack.
Yeah.
A lot of people had to do big checkups for that rack, so, or.
Got Josh Brock in the 30, Rodney Vest. Oh, and Josh Brock goes around. This is exactly what we were talking about. That could have big implications.
He's going to lose a lot of.
Oh, Bowen gets loose. I think we've got a lot of the front pack coming this time as well.
Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of time here.
Yeah, that's going to cost Josh Brock big. Korn trying to get in there.
Everyone else in that front pack's coming in.
Ooh, did Korn make it? He must have made it, and he blows his box. That's not good. You got the rest of the pack headed down to the end of pit road. Rodney Vest, if he can get around fast enough, he'll take the lead or inherit the lead.
Yeah. Tyler coming off pit road. He's the first one out of that group there.
Bennell, Phipps, McHaley off pit road. You know, Rodney Vest might not be in a good position at this point. If they're all off pit road and they're together in a group, they're going to gap Rodney here.
Yeah, he doesn't have any help.
Fatherball going to get the lap back. Yeah. Rodney's coming at speed, but he's just going to be at the back of this pack.
Yeah.
So things are really stretched out now. This is where we could see some, I don't want to say screw ups, but mental mistakes from guys, because now you're going to have to get two cars together and really push to get things back moving forward. We see, you know, on the relative there, JD is catching the 48 and the 88, but now they're linked up. So they're going to start to pull away from JD. JD's going to have to wait up for Aiden Haller. So that way he can get moving forward and hopefully run these guys down.
I do have the 12. He just had to come in and serve a black flag. Crown over with a big blink.
Yeah, I saw that. JD and Aiden have hooked up at this point. We'll see if they can start to run down Benell and Phipps here as they start to go around Fatherball on the front stretch. JD's about 2 seconds back. If they can pick up Fatherball, this may play into their favor because 3 cars versus 2. We'll have to see. It looks like Fatherball's actually pulling them in, but I think JD's got a sniff of Fatherball's draft, so this might allow some things to close in. We'll have to see. JD's about 2 full seconds and closing. So got him down to 1.9 right now. So we've got JD and Aiden back here. Oh, Aiden's driving that Cheez-It Tony the Tiger paint scheme tonight.
Yes.
One of the weirdest ones Dennis pulled out of a closet from somewhere, and it looks really strange to me. I don't know how or why they were together, but we come back a little bit further. You've got the group with Eric Dillingham, Joe Perazzi, the third, or Little Joe as we will call him, Zach Korn, Gabe Griffin, and Crownover in this group. And then back in about 10th, you've got Jacob Bowen, Kevin Savoy's 11th, Mike Robinson in the 18, he's 12th. Gary Freeman 13th, and Rodney Vest is 14th. Josh Brock, after that spin, running alone, sitting in 15th right now. So back to the front we go. And these guys have gapped JD and Aiden. It looks like Fatherball's caught the back of them. And, you know, a lot of people might say, well, why didn't Mike go back and grab JD and pull him forward? Mike's in the fight of his life right now for the Lucky Dogs. So, you know, you've got to do what you've got to do at this point, right?
Yeah, you got to fight for everything you can.
Especially in a car that's as aero-dependent as it is.
Yeah, with Fatherball sitting right behind these guys, this is the best place he can be.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think you're going to get much better than passing single onesie-twosie cars with the leaders.
No.
So, biggest thing for JD is hope that he gets a straggler that falls off the back of a pack somewhere and they can pull back forward. But
well, we'll see what Benell and Phipps do here. Do they just tag on to the back of this pack and save fuel?
Right. Well, I want to look at it off of Eric. We're gonna show the delta to JD. These guys are actually pulling JD in, which on paper looks bad, but they've got a 5-car group. A bigger car group may be able to run down Fatherball and all those guys. So that's going to be something that we're going to want to keep an eye on. Benell and those guys actually, wow. They actually pulled out big because they caught a huge group that they're about to put a lap down. Tyler Nichols going to slide in with the leaders, see if he can't pass a bunch of these guys. This might be a good thing for JD too. These guys are now side by side, so there's a lot of things in their favor as we speak, especially if these guys start mixing it up a lot.
You got the top three in that top lane cleared the bottom, but Botherball got trapped side by side still. Looks like he's going to clear the 6.
Yeah, just take a second here. He's just got to get a little bit ahead, and he's broke free of that bubble draft, but I don't think I'd have went to the bottom. I think I'd have stayed up with those guys.
Yeah. But these guys running side by side is going to let the guys back here pull in even faster.
Also true. Also true. But they're still gonna start picking up car after car after car. You know, JD, you can see him in the back. They're fading back to that next group. Again, not the worst thing in the world. I think if JD lets him pass, falls in behind him, saves some fuel, he's still got a good shot here. So.
The ball lost a lot of time there trying to get around Pops.
Well, now we've got Diesel trying to race to get his lap back.
Yep.
So we're gonna see. I heard Korn say something about grab and draft.
Yep,
and
he's trying to grab it off of Aiden here.
Yeah, that 5-car packs caught JD and Aiden. Again, I don't. This is not the worst thing in the world to have happened to these guys. You're still looking at 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So actually all the way back to 9th. Oh, we got a caution.
21's around.
We'll go see what happened there. And we'll roll it back to about there. Kind of looks like it was a bad bump. Oh, yeah, it was definitely a bad bump.
Yep, off the nose of Savoy.
Yep. No major damage, it looks like, so that's good, but he definitely went for a ride there. So that's our first caution of the night. That is definitely going to help a lot of drivers. We're going to take a look at a couple of things here. We got a couple of blinkers in the back. Go up to, we're going to go TV2, move up to the front. So Tyler Nichols sitting a lap down. He may take a wave around here if these guys come to pit. And see what happens. A couple of these guys might actually get lucky because it may be worth it trying to pit right now.
Tyler might be a lucky dog here.
That's also true as well. The thing that I would look for, especially if I'm somewhere on the track, if the leaders don't go in, I'm going in because then I know I can make it on fuel. But I think the leaders would be crazy not to go in right now.
Top 2 are coming. Botherball. It's going to come down with them as well.
I see that. He might be playing it a little bit different too. He might be playing it long game, anticipating to get his lap back, and we'll have to see what happens. And yeah, it looks like Tyler is going to be our lucky dog recipient. So Diesel, Michael Brock, got the 12 of Anthony McPherson, the 6 of Eric Kapp, and the 11 of Carter Nelson. All looking to get a wave around right here. So
Carter is 2 down. Pearson is 3 down. Eric Kapp is 3 down.
Yeah, so a couple of these guys hoping to bank on a restart caution. So Jesse Bennell, Andrew Phipps, JD McKaylee, Aiden Haller, Zach Korn, Little Joe, Mike Robinson, Eric Dillingham, Gabe Griffin, and Rodney Vest could be your top 10 off pit road. All righty. Well, let's put this up on screen. Race recap so far. Lap 36 out of 80, so not quite halfway. Jussie Bennell leads. We've had 1 caution and 8 lead changes. So props to these guys for one solid run. You know, I know we talked in the drivers meeting before the race, you know, about all the net code issues and things like that. So, you know, these guys doing a solid job and keeping it on track tonight. I'm going to step away for 2 seconds here, Dennis.
Okay. Yeah, with this car and this track combo to go a full fuel run plus some, that's pretty impressive. Before we saw our first yellow, we did see that Brack early on that did throw one. But the field's gonna start going 2 by 2 here. You see the couple guys there taking the wave around and trying to get one or get a lap back, or trying to get on the lead lap or get closer to it.
Alrighty. Alrighty. As we get ready to exit turn 3 and 4, we're gonna get ready to go back green flag racing again. Almost looks like we're kind of lined up like we were before the start of the race. I don't see many guys out of position from where they started. And we're back green flag racing, boys. Bennell out to a good jump. He's going to jump up in front of Andrew Phipps there. They've been working together pretty good, and I'm just looking over at my Discord, and they're all sitting in chat together, so not surprised on that one. Aiden Hall are going to jump in line with him, and everybody else is going to take off after him.
JD and Korn have found each other in that bottom lane.
Yep, and it looks like the bottom lane just died. Everybody moved to the high lane.
Not surprising with this thing being more of a middle lane runner.
It's very true, very true.
I see Savoy and Tyler in the back. You're trying to make ground up on the outside lane. There's a big checkup up front in the outside lane happens.
Yeah, I saw Crownover drop to the bottom. We're going to go off the nose of Eric Dillingham. Get that up on screen. Eric running 7th right now. You see that bottom lane starting to come back. You can see how close these guys are getting to the wall and what it does to the car there. It gives one hell of a wiggle, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you get that. Like I said, I keep saying over and over and over again, but these things are so air dependent. You get that air bubble against that wall.
Oh, yeah.
Brownover takes the bottom lane to the lead here off of 4.
Wow. That's what JD wanted to see, because for a second there, he was fading back, and now all of a sudden that bottom lane's come alive.
A lot of people just set their best lap of the race right there.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. Halfway through this one. We got another 40 to go here, guys.
Brownover is actually holding that inside lane pretty well.
Well, I mean, he's got a pretty good line of cars. You've got JD McKaylee, Zach Korn, Gabe Griffin. For once, I don't see Gary to the high side. Yeah, I said it.
Well, if he gets clear of that top lane, I bet you he'll move up there.
I would almost bet money.
As Korn and Gabe slide up to the high lane.
Yeah.
Ooh, another bump there going in.
Still 2x2 down the backstretch, though. Korn and Crownover are just duking it out.
See Sam jumping to the back of this pack.
Crownover blinking a little bit.
It has been getting better. It's not as bad as it was earlier. Before he was losing almost, he'd be gone for half a lap at a time. One thing about internet racing, you're relying on a lot more than just what you got going on.
Yeah, very, very true. Send it to answer your question. This is the NASCAR Throwback Series. They race every Wednesday night. It is ARCA cars using the 2013 to 2016 NASCAR paint schemes. So every driver in here is tied to a real world counterpart from that time frame. So as Korn continues to lead, you got Gabe Griffin in the 17. Crownover trying to lead the bottom lane back to the front.
You got a 3-car pack in the back with a couple of those guys who took waiver rounds. You got Eric Cap, Carter, and McPherson.
Yep.
Kind of in a 3-car pack of their own. They're
Tyler
coming up on
Nichols.
Sam.
Tyler Nichols, your lucky dog, actually making it up into the pack, so that's good for him.
Sam's lost draft and touch from the front pack, but he'll be able to tuck in with those 3 and at least be able to stay with them.
Right. The high lane is definitely getting back to dominance again. As we see,
But you see the 3 cars leading that bottom lane again. They found each other.
They like I said, those 3 cars are all sitting in a chat together, so I'm not surprised that they found each other.
The top lane has what? 5-car breakaway from the bottom though?
Roughly speaking.
This is gonna come into fuel though. You got Korn leading.
Yep.
We're gonna keep saying fuel, fuel, fuel. Like, who's gonna save enough to make this a 1-stop at the end here, and who's gonna still be stretching it?
Well, and that's the thing, right? Like, we know we can't make it, so how am I gonna make it? Well, you're gonna try to extend as best that you can, save wherever you can. I think anybody like Aiden, I'm looking at Joe there in the 27. Eric, if you're in that position, you're not full on the gas. You're going to be on and off throttle. It's going to be a better time for you than say Korn, who's got to be flat out at the front.
You see Gary get put 3 wide and drop all the way to the back of this pack.
Everybody's still doing a real good job, though, of keeping it clean.
Still about a 4-car breakaway in that top. You see Rodney's dropped to the bottom.
Yeah, and he was a little late on pit. We thought he was going to wind up to the front after pit cycles, and now he's coming back towards the front as we're starting to close in on the 6 of Eric Cap here. As we head down into turns 3 and 4. Make this a little bit wider. Everybody got to go to the outside.
Yep, he's gonna hug the bottom as much as he can here.
Eric doing a good job of keeping out of the way. I don't know if he's still got damage, if he's saving a fast repair or what, but
he just came out of pit road. He took the waiver on there, so he had to stop for fuel.
He was hoping for a short caution.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the risk. Two by two down the backstretch still. Seeing a little bit of... Oh, Gary was in the middle there.
Wide, still 3.
Yeah, I'm looking back there by Bowen in the 21. It's getting a little interesting. Ooh, Michael Brock swats the wall. He hangs on to it. Gary keeps looking 3 wide with no help. Not sure where he's looking, but
it's still way too early to be making those moves.
Yeah, I think it's way early. So
Bowen's now trapped in that sucker hole.
yeah, JD's on the bottom with him. Come back here by JD for just a second. Take a look at what's going on.
Oh, Joe's gonna force. No,
oh my God! Now we're going 3 wide everywhere. Tyler moving around. Pop's moving around. Oh! And somehow we make it out of there alive. As Corn continues to lead. Still 3 wide back by JD.
Pops is just stuck in that outside lane. As a lap car, you just got to back out of this and live to fight another day.
Yeah, I think I'd just hang the back for a little bit and wait.
Because even if you're not involved in the wreck, you pop that wall once and you lose any chance of getting the wave around. Or lucky dog.
We're still doing a lot of shuffling. You can tell that guys are starting to get antsy. We're getting to 30 laps to go here. We've got one more pit stop in this. Dennis,
yeah,
what's your plan?
Early to be antsy.
I kind of think so.
I'm still saving fuel at this point.
I'd save tire too. I mean, Corn's in the best seat in the house. You're out in front. You don't got to worry about anything happening behind you. I don't think, yeah, you're burning a little bit of extra fuel, but it might be worth the peace of mind of knowing you're not going to be anywhere near the wreck.
Big checkup. We got a couple guys in the back that have to pit that took the wave around.
Yep, so that's just going to put them back into a hole again.
And that's not what Sam wants because Sam's in that group.
Yeah. But it might be smart for him to pit now with these guys, maybe pass everybody on the cycle and then have a caution.
Oh, there's wrecking into one.
Oh, we didn't get a caution for that?
Wow.
Well, there's the caution. There's the caution. Come back and take a look at that. I do believe that was Tyler Nichols involved in that. We'll roll this. Yeah, we can see it there. Man, it took a long time for the caution to fall. That's kind of wild. We'll go from the blimp on it.
I think that was just one of those deals where it looks like the 30 tries coming down the side draft and just makes contact.
Yeah, they're side by side out of the tri-oval. Yeah, you can see it almost looks like it's already pulling the car before, you know, they even make contact. It looks like Rodney blinked at the same time they made contact. So I don't know if that was a netcode deal or if that was the weird arrow that we've been talking about.
It's probably a mixture of both.
It could be. All those guys that were at the back, that's what they needed. So that's going to put them back in it. They don't have to pit here, although I think I would come back down for fuel, just to make sure that you're as topped off as you can get.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to pack this thing full of fuel.
Yeah, I think if I'm Diesel, I come down. If Carter pitted, it'd be a smart thing to stay out. If he gets a wave around, okay, you're only off by a lap. So
yeah, Carter just came off pit road. Him and Diesel had they passed the pace car leaving pit road.
yeah, so they got lucky there. Yeah, I think if I'm Carter, I'm gonna stay out. Hope everybody goes in and see if I can't get a wave around, because I think you're gonna see everybody come down pit lane here.
Yeah.
Corn down pit road. Father Ball's gonna be your lucky dog. And I think if I'm right, Carter did the smart thing. He stayed out. I think that's going to be a solid call right there.
The Father Ball here gets the wave around.
Yep.
Or gets the lucky dog.
Yeah, Carter will get a wave around once we get ready to go back green.
Yep, and then that'll put Carter actually back on the lead lap.
Yeah. First time he's been on the lead lap since the start of the race.
Or no, he'll be one down because. Well, we'll see. Did he pass the leaders before he hit the line? No, he might only be one down here.
Just looking at my software, because he's in front of the leaders right now. He is on the lead lap. He's just obviously the very end of the lead lap.
Okay.
So
I was curious because with the iRacing one, I couldn't tell if he had passed the leaders before he hit the line or not. So that's where I was trying to make my decision on.
Right, I get that. All right, so your top 10 so far: Andrew Phipps, Anthony Crown over Josh Brock, Jacob Bowen, JD McHaley, Gabriel Griffin, Jesse Bennell, Zach Korn, Kevin Savoy, and Mike Robinson. Going back a little bit further, your top 20: Jeff Pless, Joe Perazzi is your, so Little Joe is 12th. Eric Dillingham, oh, and then we got guys that pitted again. So Eric Dillingham up to 10th. You've got, I can't even do this right now because everything's moving around with everybody on pit road. So things completely changed. Your top 10 from about 5th on back. You had Jesse Bennell, Kevin Savoy, Jeff Pless, Eric Dillingham, Nathan Dillard, your top 10. And then you've got Rodney Vest, Michael Brock in 12th. Zach Korn's 13th, Gabe Griffin 14th. Aiden's going to be 15th, Little Joe 14th. Diesel's going to be somewhere in there in 16th. I'm so confused as to what's going on because the back of the field's still moving around. But 23 cars on the lead lap right now. So alrighty. Well, we're about to go back green flag racing.
Yeah, with all these other guys coming in for a second stop, I'm wondering how close on fuel it's going to be then.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's got to be really close or if they're planning for, like, I think if you get a GWC or you get a caution early, you could save that fuel, right? Or top back off. But It'll be interesting. We got Crown over blinking on the high side. Phip's gonna kick this thing back off. We're green flag. Crown over is completely gone right now. Oh God, the 21's almost inside of him. That got sketchy for a second.
Yeah, I've had it to where, and I don't know why, it'll get bad under yellow, and then once you hit green, it'll clear back up.
Yeah, it's really kind of odd. I know I've seen it out of yours before. Because right now we're under green. He's fine. So.
I don't know why it would be more demanding under yellows, but
maybe it's because it's slower. You've got more things around that it renders it, it keeps it in frame longer. I'm not really sure, but Andrew Phipps going to control the lead right now with 25 to go. Benell looking to come forward and help out the other two. And now we're going to see the 21 of Jacob Bowen go to the front. Side by side down through 3 and 4. Across the start finish line. Bowen's going to lead his first lap of the night.
By 2 throughout this whole front pack here.
Yeah, and I see that second pack is starting to single file out, which is what they're going to have to do to get back to this main pack.
Yep. They are catching them.
Yeah, I was going to say, you see them closing in ever so slightly.
The top 3 in that pack have the lead draft, and then the 4th car of Sam, he's got the draft of the front 3, but they're starting to break away from him a little bit.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to claw forward. So we've got Bowen to the lead. We've got Eric Dillingham, last year's Daytona winner, sitting in second. He edged me last year for the win. So, but I got him back at Auto Club. I could say that. I beat Kevin Savoy in his own game.
Well, this comes down to fuel.
If it
Kevin's style race.
Yeah, the 18 is putting on a charge almost to the back of that lead pack finally.
They got the draft now.
I was going to say, he can taste it, so.
Botherball swings wide in the second pack, though.
We're going to go off of a
the front
chase
2 are in the pack, and the rest of them are trying to still get there.
You could just barely see, if you look through Diesel's rearview mirror, you can see the eyes of the Dogecoin dog. It's kind of creepy. We could thank Dennis for that paint scheme.
That's one he requested, so.
That is true. That is true.
There's a lot of paints that I've made this season that I wouldn't run myself, so.
See, there was a lot of interesting paint schemes, stuff that I thought was really cool. And then there's some that you just kind of look at and
Gary's just...
Oh, the lawnmower is going to turn into the wrecking ball in a minute. See Gary 3 wide back there.
20 to go.
Oh, Pops shoved it forward. Do they collect it? They do. Wow. That got wild in the back. It looked like they were 3 wide, and I think Pops got shoved 4. I'm not really sure what happened, but everybody collected that back up, and they're rolling.
Like I said earlier, this is one of those things where if I'm the 4 car, I'm dropping to the back of this pack.
Yeah, I'd be moving to the back and out of the
3
way.
laps down, I am staying out of danger.
Yep.
As he goes underneath Gary, putting Gary 3 wide.
And Gary got stuck in the sucker hole there. I'm not sure. Not sure if he just got out of line. I thought Fatherball was going to lose the draft here, but he's doing a pretty solid job of coming from the back again.
I'll say he's caught the draft.
Oh, we got 3 wide again here in the back. Gary and Tyler trying to make their way forward.
They got Brock in front of them. Oh, that's gonna get tight.
Oh, this is tight. Diesel's around. Holy cow.
Oh, and then Tyler gets tagged afterwards.
Oh, Fatherball's in it. We're going to go back and check this out. Man, somebody was airborne there. That looks like the 78 car. We're going to go blimp on this, and we're going to pay attention to Diesel because his car was the first car we saw move. Everything looks good. Diesel's up high. Oh, Josh had to drift because the 43 kind of come up off the bottom. That sends Diesel around. They start to check. The 78's airborne. Gary in it. Korn was in it. Oh, Fatherball tried to miss Korn. I'm looking to see. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I heard something after the wreck. Man, that's a lot of cars. That's a lot of guys. I think I heard Fatherball say he was done. This is going to change some things. We'll get our race recap up. 63 out of 80. You know, at this point, pack it full of fuel because more than likely you're going to make the end from here.
Yeah, from here you can make it to the end, no doubt.
I think Eric Capps stayed out here. That'll bring him closer. He's trying to get there. And somehow Korn's on the lead or on the lead lap and in the lead. So I'm not sure how, but
he pitted early. So
yeah. All right, so that should put Bowen to the lead. Alrighty. Well, with less than 20 to go here, Dennis, what's the plan? Where do you go from here?
Ride, survive.
Probably not a bad strategy.
Because with even 10 to go here, you still got to survive.
Yeah, that is true.
You got to be there at the end to win at the end.
Also very, very true. Carter says I've got enough fuel to make the end after last week's mistake. All right, so alrighty. So Jacob Bowe and Andrew Phipps going to kick this thing back off again. We'll have about 15 to go when we hit the line. I see JD McHaley back towards the front. That's where he wants to be. He held him right to green.
Not a bad plan.
No, I don't think that's a bad plan at all. Keep them bunched up. Maybe
I
you
don't
get
want to get a big jump with these cars.
No, because if you get a big jump, you're about to get steamrolled.
And seeing the two guys in the outside lane.
Right.
He's in the clear. I'm coming off a 2. Does he slide up or stay low?
He's
got
gonna
last
stay.
year's Daytona 500 winner behind him.
Oh, Eric's gonna go to the high lane. He throws the block with Bowen.
Oh,
no,
JD's wrecking
JD was
behind.
around.
Big wreck.
I gotta go back. It looked like there was a massive checkup in the back. I gotta find JD here. And we're gonna go blimp. I'm not. Oh, that's exactly what it was. When they came up, Bennell and Phipps checked. JD was off the gas and then tried to move away from it, anticipating the wreck. And then Tyler's right there.
Yeah, nowhere for Tyler to go.
No. JD right into the 30. He locks it down. Matt gets in the back of him. Still not a lot of damage on JD's car. My God, there's so much carnage. The 78 gets punted around. I see the 18 backwards. Some of these guys, I have questions about the damage model because some of these guys are missing bumpers that shouldn't be. Others
are clean that shouldn't be.
I have major questions.
Yeah.
I have serious questions right now.
Like both those last wrecks, Tyler has been clean through both of them.
And he was in the middle of them.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if anybody comes down pit lane this time as the leaders come down the short chute. We'll check back by Korn and those guys. You've got McPherson. Corn's hood is bouncing up and down. I'm just amazed at JD's car. Like, I've got to go look at this because I can't even. This is just nuts. I don't think he's got hardly any damage. He's got a little bit on the left side. If we rear chase it, a little bit on the left front. I mean, I think I'd just save the fast repair, fix it, and go.
Well, we also know a little bit of damage in this car is a lot of time, though.
That's also true. We'll see how that plays out there, but I think it's crazy to try. I think it's crazy to use a fast repair right now, especially being, we've still got what 10 laps by the time we go green.
We're 2 to green now, so we'll take green at 11.
Yeah. So with 11 laps to go, 2 green, white checkers on the line. There's a lot of carnage that can happen here. And I think using a fast repair this early is not the best play.
I only have one car with a meatball still from that rack. Everyone else has got their meatballs cleared.
Who's got the meatball?
Father ball.
Oh, Mike's out. So he was out before that last wreck anyways. So
that's what I mean. So no one in that rack has a meatball.
Got a meatball.
Still.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm very confused by the damage model, because like JD got spun at high speed. I figured that rear bumper and probably the front bumper would have come off. Nothing. But then you saw guys that got spun around that lost their front bumper and stuff. So
yeah,
why does one guy get one thing and another guy get another?
Welcome to iRacing.
Yep.
Well, while these guys go double, I'm gonna step away for a second.
Sounds like a plan. All right. We're going to double up here. Your top 10 so far. Jacob Bowen in the 21, Eric Dillingham to his outside in the 20 there. You got Joe Perazzi and Anthony Crownover in the second row. Kevin Savoy, Andrew Phipps in the third row. Jesse Bedell and Sam Green in the fourth row. And rounding out your top 10, Tyler Nichols and Carter Nelson. We're gonna do something a little bit different on this restart. We'll chase them around with the stationary cams. Really get these things sounding off as they get up to speed. We got the rest of the guys coming off a pit road with damage. They're coming out of turn 2 flat out. Alrighty. Middle of 3 and 4. Once we get out of 4, pace car is going to duck off, and we're going to get ready to see if we can't make this thing to the end, guys. All right. Pace car should duck off any second. And we're green. Down the front stretch we go. Jacob Bowen going to lead down into turns 1 and 2. Oh boy, there's things going big in the back. We stay green though. Oh, it's a drag race. Crown over to the lead. Coming to 10 laps to go at the line.
starters coming in.
I just heard that. I'm not sure why.
They're 3 wide through the tri-oval.
Yep, Sam getting stuck where he doesn't want to be. Crown over your leader. Bowen on the high side. He's got Phipps behind him. Benell to the high side now. Crown over going to throw it up there, see if he can't hold the lead.
Gary's looking 3 underneath Savoy.
And you can see, watching Gary, how weirdly loose the car gets, and Eric goes 3 and around goes Bowen. All right. We're going to come back and look at that. I'm looking for the 21. Bowen left that inside open, and then Bowen goes around. Joe's in the wall. Bowen's in the wall. Savoy tries to keep him out of it. Gary's in it.
Yeah, there
There
wasn't quite enough hole there for Eric.
Yeah, unfortunately. Guys with front ends getting ripped off that, you know, I don't think some of those should have had missing bumpers, but I know the guys that were in the wreck previous, they're looking for this. They should be able to get some more damage fixed. You know, JD was pretty clean after that wreck, so whatever he's got left, he should be able to get taken care of. Eric's missing the front bumper. Bowen's missing the front bumper.
I gotta step away and help with the kiddo.
Sure.
I'll be back when we hit green.
I got it. I don't think you'll see anybody top 10 wise come down to pit road, but so yeah, like I said, the top 5 gonna stay out here. It'd be crazy to pit right now. So you're gonna have Benell, Crown over Phipps, Tyler Nichols, Michael Brock, Diesel Weasel, JD McKaylee staying out on that one. So he must have got all of his damage fixed. He's up to 7th. Then we've got Mike Robinson, Sam Green, Zach Korn all staying out. That's your top 10. Then Jeff Pless, Gabe Griffin, Eric Kapp, who is back on the lead lap. He was like 3 or 4 laps down. So props to Eric for getting back onto the lead lap. He's involved in that first wreck that we didn't get to caution for. Josh, Brock, Carter Nelson, Eric Dillingham, your top 16. Then we've got Gary Freeman just coming off of pit road, Jacob Bowen, Kevin Savoy, Aiden Holler, believe, we'll see. I think Nathan Dillard's going to stay on pit road for a minute and try to fix some damage. I think he's without a fast repair at this point. Mover of the race so far tonight, it's going to be Mike Robinson in that 18 car. He is up 18 positions tonight. So definitely making his way up here. We've seen him all the way at the back. We've seen him near the front and everywhere in between. And we're getting a glimpse of JD McKaylee's car as well. That number 22 machine looks like it's got all the damage fixed. So, you know, JD's a possible threat here as we get down into the waning laps. We'll get some more info up on screen. This is caution number 5 for 14 caution laps so far. We'll have 15 here in just a second. 12 lead changes on the night. Jesse Benell, your current leader. And like I said, we're getting down to go time. We're gonna have 5 laps to go when we take the green. So we'll see if we can make it there. As the pace lights on, the pace car should be going out as we cross the line this time. I was right. The 78 of Nathan Diller did just come off a pit road. That Bass Pro Shops machine has seen better days today, as we can see all the way into the fuel cell on that one. I'm starting to think that Tyler Nichols might have a lucky horseshoe shoved somewhere in that car. He's in that 41 Monster Energy machine on the high side. He's been around everything tonight, but somehow gotten lucky enough that he hasn't gotten damaged, so... I'm really digging the graphics after we did some settings changes. I think it looks really good. Makes it look a little more lifelike, at least until we get a better graphics card, which I'm hoping will happen very, very soon. Pace car is going to get ready to duck off here. Go off the starter cam here in just a second. See those guys making their way out of turn number 4. Barney's got the flag in the air. See if these boys can make it to the finish. What do you say, guys? We're green flag racing. Benell with a heck of a jump. He's got Phipps right behind him. Those two working together. And they've got Crownover joining the group as well. Go TV2 so we can catch all the action down through 1 and 2. To the high lane. Crownover dropping to the bottom. I'm surprised he went, because now they're going to have a run and go right around him. I don't know if they were anticipating him to go with them, but Benell, Phipps, Tyler Nichols way out to the front there. We've got the 18 trying to work his way back forward. He's got nobody to his inside. So we're 5 to go this time. Misspoke on that restart. That inside line trying to get some momentum going and get forward. But the two Hendrick cars out in front basically controlling their own destiny right now as we see the 18 go towards the inside.
Crownover stuck in the middle.
Yep, that's not the place to be. But it looks like he's got help
Carter
now.
And Gary.
We're seeing a lot of 3-wide action back there by Gary.
Bumping.
They're back down to 2.
Gary's getting, or not Gary, but Eric got put 3 wide there.
Well, and you missed it. We talked about Eric Kapp under caution. He's back on the lead lap.
And he's fighting for top 10.
Yeah, the silent assassin is working his way forward. Benell and Phipps try to cover.
Most of the race 3 laps down.
Oh! Phipps in the wall. That's a big one. That is a big one. And that looked like a very late block. We're going to have to roll this back. We're going to come all the way back to turn 2. So Korn's got the run. Man, I don't know how to call that one. I mean, it's wow. Yeah, we got to go off the the nose of JD McHaley, who might just be the luckiest damn person in this thing. We'll go off the nose here. I mean, this is nuts. There's all hell breaking loose. It sounds like we need to look at a Mr. Savoy.
That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, he's even closer to it. I see it now. we're gonna go with a roll bar view of this. That was nuts. Oh my God. Well, I do believe that takes us to green-white checker territory, does it, Dennis?
I believe it does.
So we only got 2 of these. So I would have to say they need to use them wisely.
Yes.
Well, at this point, who you got your money on going into the first GWC?
Well, I'm not going to stray away from the guy I picked at the start. Crown over sitting 4th.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. My pick's sitting 8th right now. He's up 10 positions from start.
This will get interesting here. You got a couple heavy hitters up front, a couple heavy hitters trying to make their way from the back.
Yep. That's going to send Phipps all the way to the back as he claimed that one. And that's going to be a rough hole to dig out of with only 3 laps to go. I think you're going to see a lot of desperation here. I hope we don't see the second green-white checkered attempt, but that may be a possibility here. For those in the chat wondering, JD's sitting about 12th position right now, guys.
Dalton never stops.
Well, we have one resolution or 2 resolutions on things. JD's going to beat Father Ball tonight, and Michael Brock going to beat Josh Brock tonight. The only question is does Little Joe beat Pop? And I don't know. We'll have to look at that at the end of the race. But right now, the younger generation winning 2 to 1. I'm assuming Carter's got a pretty wrecked pile. Man, Corn's got to get moving too if he wants to catch the field. All righty. Well, the lights on the pace car are out. We're getting ready to come out of turn 4 here as we get ready to get this thing back going. Jesse Bennell, your leader. Tyler Nichols to the outside. It's going to be a slugfest. Let's buckle up. Let's get ready. As Jesse Bennell's going to take his green. And we're off. Everybody's...
Tyler's gonna shove it on the outside. Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh, they're wrecking big!
Baby Brock got turned.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what happened there. He hit head on into the wall. That sounded like a Savoy.
I think Baby Brock got turned off the bumper, Savoy.
We'll go blimp here. We'll go quarter speed. Yeah, it looks like they kind of weird check and shift at the same time. Savoy went to shove it below. And he almost has it checked enough, and then, yeah, Baby Brock goes off the nose of Savoy. JD in that one, getting turned. I got Gabe Griffin in that. Anthony McPherson's in that. And again, I think JD makes it out of the corner with all of his parts on his car. We'll see what I mean, JD's super squirrely, but I think all the parts are still there. What in the world? I do not understand the damage model. The sides banged in a little bit. The right rear quarters banged in, but the rest of that car still looks fine. I don't get it. I do not get it. Oh man, Tyler Nichols is going to be your leader on this next attempt. Yeah, no damage.exe, guys. Like, wow. What? I mean, JD ping-ponged off of 3 cars. Damage 404, damage not found. Oh my God. And Andrew Phipps, who got sent to the back off the last one, you know, just like Jimmy Johnson, boom, confetti. He's right in the middle of it now. Actually, do I have that button? I don't have that button. Hold on.
Not anymore.
I've got a button. Give me a second. I think it's on Corn's Discord. There it is.
I'm Jimmy Johnson. Boom, confetti.
Oh man. So we've got Pless, Nelson, Corn, all on pit road. It looks like Savoy, Josh Brock, Joe Prazzi out, Eric Dillingham as well, Mike McKaylee. So I've just received word from Eric Dillingham. He'd like me to inform everyone he has made it out of the infield care center. And it sounds like he's going to be fine for next week's race. So,
Well, that's good to hear.
oh man. Looks like we've got one more lap. Do we get a delayed green there? Or am I just not paying attention?
No, they're not double file yet.
Oh,
They're gonna
I thought
double file this lap.
I thought they were. That's my bad. All right, now we're going to double file up. So your top 10 going to be Tyler Nichols, Jesse Bedell, Anthony Crownover, Jacob Bowen, Aiden Holler, Mike Robinson, Sam Green, Diesel Weasel, Eric Cap, and Gabe Griffin. Your top 10. Phipps is sitting just outside at 11th. JD sitting in 14th, guys. Be ready to watch a man on the move.
Well, I can say, Baby Brock, Michael Brock, had his fast repair still, so he is out there with a clean car. And he still has a chance at the top 10 here.
Yeah, I mean, he's already got Dad beat tonight, so you know, this is where he could really drive it home, get some good points, and put Dad in the rear view, I think.
Let's see what lane gets the better launch. You got Tyler and Crownover, and then...
See, I think if it's me and I'm Tyler and I'm in that position, I'm gonna hold up everybody so that way Crownover can't get up there and help Benell. You know, hold this thing to green and see what happens. Last time we get to go green here, everybody. Tyler Nichols gonna bring him to the line.
Green's out.
Oh, he went right along. He didn't hold him. I was actually kind of surprised there. And that's not good because now he's got a good jump. He's gonna have to cover Benell, or otherwise Benell's gonna blow right around him. Ooh! He covers him, and Tyler goes right to speed.
Crownover is to the back of Benell here.
Tyler leads down the backstretch. 3 wide behind him. No good could come from this, as Tyler is going to cover Bowen. Bowen going to dive to the bottom, and Aiden goes with Bowen.
Do we make it to the white?
Tyler drops about 4 positions there. JD coming to the front too. Still anybody's race. We've got a white flag in the air. This thing's going to go official. Bowen and Holler on the bottom. JD goes 3 wide. Can Benell get a run? Benell's going to go under Sam Green. Oh! They touch. Everything's still clean. They're shoving hard.
Yep, Tyler's going with Sam.
That might be a good play, because if 2 can get a run through 3 and 4. Oh, no! Still anybody's race. JD could pull something off here. All it takes is one small bump, but it looks like Jacob Bowen is going to win.
Bowen's a winner. Benell second. Aiden Holler third.
Wow. Wow. Let's go back and take a look at that wreck with Tyler and Sam. It looked like Sam just got a bad bump.
Well, with these ARCA cars, if you're bumping in the corners, it's disaster.
Yep, Tyler just slid up just enough. And around goes Sam, Tyler in it. JD got saved by netcode.
Gary got involved.
Yeah, Gary goes around. Jeff Pless is in it. Phipps in it. Baby Brock's in it.
Corn's in it.
Corn actually. Oh, man. Wow. Holy cow. Eric Cap was 9 miles high and got stuck in the fence. That was a wild ride. But Jacob Bowen gonna bring it home tonight. We'll get the results up on screen. I'll get this out of the way. Oh, wait, wrong thing out of the way. Wrong thing out of the way, and we've got practice results. We don't need practice results. We need race results. Jacob Bowen going to be your winner over Jesse Bennell. Aiden Haller comes home third. JD McHaley with a solid run in fourth. Gabe Griffin comes home fifth. Michael Brock, the rookie, finishes sixth tonight. I don't know how Dad's going to feel about that. I bet Dad's pretty proud, though. Diesel Weasel brings it home in seventh. Andrew Phipps is eighth. Tyler Nichols comes home ninth. Gary Freeman is 10th. Jeff Pless is 11th. Rodney Vest 12th. Carter Nelson 13th. Zach Korn 14th. Sam Green 15th. Mike Robinson is 16th. Eric Cap 17th. Nathan Dillard 18th. Slide back just a little bit further. Crown over McPherson, Pop, Savoy, Brock, Dillingham, Little Perazzi, and McKaylee finishing out your finishing results there. Well, let's I think we're waiting on our winner to join. Hopefully he comes over here because he's due for an interview. There he is. We're gonna go ahead and pull him up. Jacob Bowen, you get the dub tonight, man. We saw you lead some laps early on. You got turned there towards the end, make it all the way back up to the front. Solid win tonight. Walk me through the night.
Honestly, it was a blur, man. I don't know what happened.
To say you weren't front and back and you didn't, there's not a spot in the field that you weren't in this race is an understatement.
Yeah, I mean, I went front, back, sideways, left, right, up, down. I mean, I was around off Kevin's nose. I was caught up in one of those incidents. I was destroyed car. That fast repair saved me, to be honest with you. And I put my heart into this one, man. This feels good.
Well, is it safe to say that you can't wait to get this car off of Super Speedway at this point?
Yeah, I can't wait to not be here. Last week sucked so bad for me. I started 27th today because of it.
Yeah, you were. I think you were you were the biggest mover of the race, up 22 positions from start. So
that was a struggle.
That's a drive. That is a drive. And you put the iconic Wood Brothers car in victory lane tonight.
I know the Wood Brothers 21 in victory lane at Daytona. Nothing else is more iconic. But
definitely not.
Definitely giving Trevor Bain vibes.
Yes, I was just thinking that actually.
Don't curse me like that, Dennis. I want to win again.
Yeah, his one and only. Well, you leave Daytona with a points lead. What's it going to take to carry this thing all the way to the end of the season? I know it's a long time frame, but I mean, big picture, what's it going to take?
It's going to take a lot more of this dumb luck that I just had tonight. We have really, really fast drivers in here. And after the recruitment races, we have some even more really fast drivers in here now. I think if I can stay consistent, I can at least be there at the end, but it's going to take a lot of hard work and a lot of just being there at the end of these races.
Right. Well,
I will say the advantage with this car this season compared to last season, you can run officials in these and learn the car. last season with the Gen 6.
There ain't
No
none.
one had that.
Yeah, I've been doing them. I actually just got one of my new friends into this, so I've swindled someone else on iRacing, and it's given me excuse to practice these cars more.
Wait, you're not jumping into D class races and beating up on guys, are you?
Oh no, my I rating is high enough that I get whooped on. It's not the other way around.
Okay. I
I
mean,
feel that.
yeah, I know these cars are they're a gas to drive, so I'm kind of jealous that you guys get to run them this season. So hopefully next season I'll be back in the driver's seat and out of this booth. But
I know I missed that stupid looking Cat Financial car.
buddy, I got like 3 or 4 paint schemes that are just going to terrorize this field when they get back out there. So, but you know, solid win tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go for the night?
I mean, everyone that worked with me. Mike Robinson was there with me right at the end. Kevin Savoy, Gary Freeman, Carter, all those guys helped push me up here. Aiden Haller for pushing me right there at the end, got me up out in front when everything went sideways and pushed me ahead of it. And man, it feels so good to be able to do this and finally beat this group of guys. I've come third so many times, it hurts, and to finally get one is really nice.
I was gonna say you finally get a
I
checkered flag next to your name in the Discord.
I feel your pain.
I know.
Yeah, Dennis really feels your pain. There were a couple of times where I think Dennis almost had one, and it got stolen away from him too.
I think I've gotten second a couple times, but that's the best that I could get.
And Dennis, you're a dang fine racer, man. So
This is a very tough league.
Oh yeah,
there's
Yeah,
a lot
there's-
of great guys in here. There's a
Definitely.
lot of great guys in here. I beat Kevin Savoy, Jesse Bonnell in here tonight, and that is something I'm going to take home for a while.
He's
When
gonna
you-
mount this win on his wall.
I was gonna say when you beat Savoy, you kind of gotta, especially if you beat him in a fuel saver game.
There
So-
wasn't a whole lot of fuel saving at the end. I
No,
put on
no.
the last one and filled her up and went for it.
Yep. Nope. I don't blame you. So, all right, buddy. Well, congrats on the win tonight. We're going to let you go, and hopefully we get to talk to you again next week.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for putting this on, too. And Dennis, thank you for being up there in the race control stand, man. That's awesome.
I do what I can.
All right. That was Jacob Bowen. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get Jesse Bonnell in here. Jesse coming home second tonight. Obviously not where you wanted to finish, but still a strong run at the end. Walk me through the night, because it seemed like you and Phipps and Crownover were working together pretty good.
Yeah, overall, man, it was a great night. Normally, I'm a riding the back super speedway kind of guy, and started up front, and the three of us are working pretty good and felt pretty comfortable where we were at. So pit stops and cautions and stuff sort of just went our way, just kind of worked our way through the race, and I thought we were gonna have a good, strong top three. All three of us there at the end of it, and then all hell broke loose. But overall, good night. I'll take second. Try to get the W there, but we'll take second at Daytona for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say the big thing, especially here, and me and Dennis talked about this a lot throughout the broadcast, trying to stay out of trouble. Obviously, if you're at the front, it's a lesser problem, but if you wind up, say about 7th, 8th back, you're kind of in the middle of the chaos, and we even saw that about 3rd, 4th place tonight. So I think the key tonight for you is just making sure you weren't near anything when the bomb went off.
Yeah, I was definitely playing it a little cautious, and having that fast repair. As long as I didn't have to use that, I was going to try to stay where I was. There's a couple of times we got sort of back 8th, 9th, 10th, I think, and it was getting a little dicey, but it seemed to calm down. So yeah, overall it was a great night. Congrats. I know he's been trying to win, I think, for a while, so congrats to him, and appreciate all you guys do. Can't wait to watch the broadcast.
Well, my last question for you before we let you go: last year's champion, 2nd place tonight. What's it going to take to win this thing again?
Well, just staying consistent, man. That's the key to the whole deal. Try to lead laps, try to lead the most laps, and try to run the top five. There's a lot of talent in the league this year. I'm really looking forward to racing a lot of these guys. Phipps is back, Crown over. You got Kevin, of course. I mean, there's to me right now, from what I've seen, there's 10, 12 guys I think that can probably win any week, which is going to be really cool for the league. And I'm looking forward to the challenge. We'll see. It's tough, man. This league is tough. To win one championship is difficult. I've done this for several years now, and Kevin's won a couple, so props to him. But yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, everyone hangs around for the whole season, and we'll put on a hell of a show, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, good job on the second place tonight. We'll let you get out of here, and hopefully we get to talk to you again next week.
Yep. Thanks again. Thanks to all you guys, Josh, everyone putting on the league. Everything is top notch this year. It's really really cool to see, and we appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you next week.
All righty, Jesse. Have a good night, man.
You too. Thanks, bud.
Yep. All righty. And last but not least, I have affectionate names for him. We won't say those on stream. But we've got everybody's favorite bowling ball, as I like to call him, Aiden Haller, top three tonight. Solid run. Your I would say first real race in the series. Obviously we had the shootout last week, but nothing really compares to a points paying race.
No.
We kind of saw you all over the track in different places tonight. And it looks like you did your best job of staying out of trouble to bring it home top three.
Oh yeah, we have fast Jesus number 99 Washington Way car, and thank you for Corn for helping us, and thank you for broadcasting.
Okay, I gotta say this. I think you had the best interview so far because you thanked your sponsors that were on the car like it was 2016 all over again. So I love that.
Oh yeah.
So, we saw in that last restart, I believe you were right behind Tyler, and then made the run to the bottom to try to, obviously go for the win there.
Yeah.
And then like Benel said, all hell kind of broke loose behind you.
Oh yeah.
Coming to the checkered. I mean, what was the key to staying out of trouble tonight? I guess is where I'm going with this.
Don't go bowling.
Well, yeah, that's generally a good idea.
That's always number one on the list.
That generally speaking. But it seemed like even when things were kind of chaos around you, you were still able to make it through. All in all, I'd say top three going into the next round, solid points start. Do you think you got it in you to win the title this season?
Probably, maybe not. We're gonna do it for car hours.
All right. Well, so second place all season?
Probably.
All right. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to before we let you go for the night?
Nope.
All righty. Well, good job on the third place tonight, bud. You got a week until the next one, so hopefully we get to talk to you again next week.
Yeah.
All righty, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.
Aiden Haller, everybody. A man of few words. I got to give him a little bit of crap, though. It was his birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Aiden. Belated, as always. Dennis, we saw some good racing tonight, some hard racing. What do you take away from tonight going into the next round?
Wash your hands. Super Speedway week is done.
Yeah, I think if it was me and you in there, I think we'd both be breathing a sigh of relief, and we kind of live for these tracks.
Yeah, you live for these tracks.
I love these tracks.
Next week is where I'm putting the grind in. Phoenix, put some grinding, turn some laps.
Yep. Definitely get the practice in. Phoenix is a weird one, especially with the weather, the dog leg, all of that. And it doesn't run like any other oval really, because you can rush it down into turn, what is it, 3 that goes along the pit lane stretch. If you rush that corner too hard, you're out in the fence. And then going down into turn 1, you've got to hit your mark right, or you're eating the outside wall up by the start finish line. So I think some guys are going to have to start putting some laps in, get some practice in. But I think it's going to be a good race next week.
Yeah, I've turned some laps. It's definitely going to be tricky. This car on 1.5 miles and short tracks loves to burn up the right front.
Yep.
So we'll see when it comes to next week who did their homework, who can save that right front tire.
I agree as well. I think we're going to start to see the racers come out, and less of the go for broke mentality that we saw towards the end of the race tonight. Still, like I said, a great race overall for everybody. I think we had almost everyone. We had about 18 cars finish on the lead lap. So, not a bad, or I'm sorry, 15 cars finish on the lead lap. So not a bad run tonight. I think some guys, got to go back to the drawing board a little bit, figure the car out to make a run for the championship. Keep in mind, we're going to go, up until 10 rounds to go. They've got a chance to make it into those playoffs. And then it's on from there. You've got your championship guys and then the best of the rest. So we'll have 2 championships to keep a lookout for as things get close. But any other closing thoughts, Dennis, before we wrap this up?
Just I love seeing these paints on track again. It's just nostalgic.
Oh, yeah. Very, very. I like it. I think I'm going to put something together for next week, so that way everybody knows who's playing who. We'll do a kind of a graphic on screen so you guys know who's in what car, what numbers, on what car, and all that stuff. So we'll make it a little interesting. But for the first race of the season, I think it went well. But on that note, we're going to take the next 2 nights off from broadcasting. Then we'll be back with Yes Car 3D Saturday night with the Fast Car anniversary race for Sunday night. That'll be double length 87s for both. So slow car is going to get started about an hour early, about 6 o'clock. And then we'll have fast car immediately after with 80 laps at Talladega, which is probably going to be nuts. I'm probably going to want to rip my hair out afterward, but I think it's going to be a good time. Good way to wrap up a full year with fast car, and then we'll get down into the last 3 races at ISS before I'm going to make a big announcement Sunday night as to what the plan is post ISS. So you're going to want to be there for that. But other than that, Dennis, thank you for being up here in the booth with me tonight. It was a lot of fun. I know we don't get to do it very often, but we'll have the whole season ahead of us here, which I think as we get into some of these other tracks, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting to get into short tracks. So, but on that note, everybody, we're out of here. We'll catch you all again on Saturday night for Yes Car 3D. So you're not going to want to miss that. That'll be 10:55 Saturday night. We'll see you guys then.